Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God, back with you with the next video in my Daily Diary series. As usual, before I discuss what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Diary video, I want to read you a chapter from the Bible. Today it will be the first book of the Chronicles, chapter 27. Now the children of Israel, after their number, to wit, the chief fathers and captains of thousands and hundreds, and their officers that served the king in any matter of the courses, which came in and went out month by month, throughout all the months of the year, of course, of every course were 24,000. Over the first course for the first month was Jashobim the son of Zabdiel, and in his course were 24,000. Of the children of Perez was the chief of all the captains of the host for the first month. And over the course of the second month was Dodai and Ahohite, and of course was Mikloth also the ruler. In his course likewise were 24,000. The third captain of the host for the third month was Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, a chief priest, and in his course were 24,000. This is that Benaiah who was mighty among the 30, and above the 30, and in his course was Ammizabad his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel the brother of Job, and Zebadiah his son after him, and in his course were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shamhuth the Israelite, and in his course were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Ira the son of Ikesh the Tekoite, and in his course were 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helez the Pelonite, of the children of Ephraim, and in his course were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibbecai the Hushathite, of the Zarhites, and in his course were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiezer the Anathite, of the Benjamites, and in his course were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Maharai the Netophathite, of the Zarhites, and in his course were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah the Piratonite, of the children of Ephraim, and in his course were 24,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was Heldai the Netophathite, of Othniel, and in his course were 24,000. Furthermore, of the tribes of Israel, the ruler of the Reubenites was Eleazar of Zikri, of the Simeonites, Shephatiah the son of Maachah, of the Levites, Hashabiah the son of Kemuel, of the Aaronites, Zadok, of Judah, Elihu, one of the brethren of David, of Issachar, Omri the son of Michael, of Zebulun, Ishmai the son of Obadiah, of Naphtali, Jeremoth the son of Azriel. Of the children of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Azaziah, of the half tribe of Manasseh, Joel the son of Pedaiah. Of the half tribe of Manasseh and Gilead, Iddo the son of Zechariah. Of Benjamin, Israel the son of Abner. Of Dan, Azarel the son of Jeroham. These were the princes of the tribes of Israel. But David took not the number of them from 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would increase Israel like to the stars of the heavens. Job the son of Zeruiah began to number, but he finished not, because there fell wrath for it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the Chronicles of King David. And over the king's treasures was Asmaveth the son of Adiel, and over the storehouses in the fields, in the cities, and in the villages, and in the castles was Jehonathan the son of Uzziah. And over them that did work of the field for tillage of the ground was Ezri the son of Chelub. And over the vineyards was Shimei the Ramathite. Over the increase of the vineyards for the wine cellars was Zabdi the Shifmite. And over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the low plains was Baal-Hanan the Gedorite, and over the cellars of oil was Joash. And over the herds that fed in Sharon was Shitrai the Sharonite, and over the herds that were in the valleys was Shaphat the son of Adlah. Over the camels also was Obiel the Ishmaelite, and over the asses was Jediah the Maronite, and over the flocks was Jaziz the Hagarite. All these were rulers of the substance which was King David's. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man and a scribe. And Jehiel, the son of Hachmoni, was with the king's sons. And Ahithophel was the king's counselor. And Hushai the Archite was the king's companion. And after Ahithophel was Jehoiada, the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar, and the general of the king's army was Job. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. In this chapter, what I want to discuss is the passage here where it says in 1 Chronicles 27:24, Job the son of Zeruiah began to number, but he finished not, because there fell wrath for it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the Chronicles of King David. Now, why does this happen? If we recall, we read about this previously in Chronicles. David, against the better judgment of Job, he tells Job to go and census the people, to get a number of how many men there are, for the purposes that he may be able to lead Israel to other victories. And so why the Lord punishes them for this is as follows. It is because David should be trusting in the Lord to deliver victory on the battlefield, not in man. And this is a fundamental idea that the Trinity echo, which is that no matter what you do, if you think about the Tower of Babel, in Genesis 11, the Tower of Babel, you think about it, man, descending, as their lifespans are still quite long at this time. You think about how much, information and power they would be able to amass. The man is quite individually, each man is quite powerful, relative to the men who live shorter lifespans after them. Not that those men are necessarily less powerful, but definitely they live less time, so they're able to just experience less in terms of year over year over year. And whichever group of men you look at, whether men of now in David's time or men of the Tower of Babel, of course, as Lord Jesus teaches, all of them are equal in the kingdom of God. It's that these men, all of them, whether in the Tower of Babel time or now, they're starting to believe that they are capable of achieving and doing well without the Lord their God. And as a result of that, as we know in the Tower of Babel, God confounds them and he scatters them and he prevents them from being able to communicate with one another, because they had built that high tower up to the heavens and they had forgotten who blessed them in the first place to be there, which is God the Father. And now when we look here, the same thing is happening with David, where David, after a string of these military victories, he says, go census the people, because through strength of arms they'll be able to achieve future victories. But that is not going to happen because the Lord punishes them. And the Lord is again emphasizing the teaching that it is not through strength of arms that you will achieve victory, but through the Lord your God. And there are many stories of this in the Bible. For example, when you think of Achan in the book of Joshua, removing the sinner Achan from the camp and then achieving victory in the following battle, or the Lord telling Gideon that send these other men home, and out of the hands of these 300 men will I deliver you victory on the battlefield. Or for example, there are many other examples like this of when listening to the Lord is actually what is required to achieve victory. And the Lord is very strict about this. He's very strict about this because if we think about even the great prophet Moses, when the Lord tells him to speak at the rivers of the waters of Meribah Kadesh, he tells him to speak to the rock, and the rock will outpour the water. But Moses, knowing the rock will outpour the water, because the Lord is there, he strikes the rock. And so the Lord tells Moses, he says, for what you did at the waters of Meribah Kadesh, you will not enter into the land of Canaan. And so the Lord is very strict about this. And it's one of the things that I want to impart to you, my descendants who watch these videos later on or who learn from this, which is the general idea that the number one thing to do is align yourself with God, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And understand that victory in life, in whatever it is you do, victory comes from the Lord. And it is the Lord's mercy that shepherds us through all the adversity in our life. So that's really something that you really can't forget, because even no matter how great of a man you are, even as great as Moses, the Lord tells him that what you did at the Meribah Kadesh was wrong, and that He told you to speak to the rock, but Moses, he strikes the rock, and so the Lord reprimands him simply by telling him that you will pass away here naturally, and your descendants will be the one to enter the land of Canaan. And of course, Moses is so great, but if we remember in the book of Exodus, the Lord he is wroth at the multitude, for their for their worshiping of the molten calf, worshiping of other gods, the consistent complaining to Moses and saying, "Where is Jehovah? Where is God? The gold is right here, but where is Jehovah? They can't see Him." And so the Lord is wroth with them, for this kind of line of thinking. And even though this is not quite that, because this is the great King David, once more, David, he is seeking to achieve victory by strength of arms, by means of manpower. But the Lord steps in and says, this is not right. So a wrath falls on Israel, because it's the way of the Lord reminding David that no, your victories came from your adherence to God. Continue to adhere to His teachings, and you will achieve victory. So that's very, very powerful stuff in the Bible. And with that, I'll go ahead and end the Bible reading there for today, and transition over to what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dive video. Since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I worked at my chest, I worked at my legs, and I created, uploaded, and will schedule this Daily Dive video for 2/25/23. And with no further achievements since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.